you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Ready to get started?
All right.
Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, how does everything look with the background and lighting and all that? Is it fun?
Everything is perfect.
Okay, and you can hear us okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so I got about 10 questions. I might jump in on more during the process, so we'll be good with that. Sounds good? Alright.
Hi.
Okay, so how did you end up getting the role of Lily in Day of the Dead? What was the audition process like?
Well, in my first movie, how we got into it is in my first movie, Security. One of our friends, they recommended us because they were at the embassy, and the studio reaches out to the embassy for English-speaking people, and the description the description fit me, and so they're like, "Oh, Lillian, you should go try out." So I went and I tried out, and I got that role. And then later on, they that was a small role, and then later on they asked me if I wanted to audition for this role. They sent out an email to us. So yeah, that's how we. I had to do two. I got a call back because the first time I wasn't that scared, So I went again and I tried to be more scared. To prepare for it, we watched a lot of zombie movies that would so I could be scared when I think about zombies, right? So yeah.
So what movies did you watch for zombies to prepare for this role?
Oh, we watched the comedy Shaun of the Dead. We watched a TV series called Z Nation.
Mm-hmm.
And we really liked that. So that was I actually really liked that show. So and also we watched another one. It was World War Z. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Brad Pitt.
Sorry.
That's the one with Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so after shooting all the scenes you pretty much expect in a horror movie, what is the vibe like on set?
Well, I don't know, it's professional, but it's chill because there are people with complete zombie makeup on their phones or taking selfies smiling. And that's kind of funny to see, and just normal people eating lunch, they would all be complaining about their makeup at lunch, oh, I have all this makeup on, I need to eat my lunch.
So. You didn't get scared of them, did you?
No, they're just normal people. Normal people, it's like how you are right now. It's just but if you had a ton of zombie makeup on.
Right. And did you have to do any stunt or prep work?
No. Well, the only kind of stuntish kind of thing is when Max was holding me by the mouth, or holding me like that. When he dropped me, they had a mat right off the camera scene, and so I just I fell onto the mat. So it was just a normal gymnastics mat, I think, something like that, but nothing too much.
Okay. Would that be considered a hard scene to shoot?
No, but I think the hardest scene to shoot was being in the dirt, because they had this kind of they had this glue kind of thing, and they mixed with dirt, and then they painted on my face and everywhere, and hair. I took 2 showers after that, but it was cold because I was shivering so much, and it was really cold outside, even though it was summer. But the people were so caring. They would always have a blanket for me right when we finished. They're like, okay, come here.
Yeah. Well, how long did you wait in the dirt during the filming process?
Well, the first time, funny enough, so I was so cold that when Zoe killed Max, I came out of the dirt smiling because I was shivering so much, and I was like, I'm good. And so we had to redo that, and they were like, "Don't smile." So we did that.
You got cold.
For me to be sorry.
I feel bad that you got so cold.
Well, it at least we didn't shoot in winter because I was in a little nightgown, so that was
true.
that would be hard.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you get along with the most on the set?
Zoe was really nice, and well, we kind of ate lunch with like all the actors, and they were all really nice. The makeup ladies are so nice to us. Like when I was like shivering, like with all the dirt in my hair and stuff, they like turned on the heater, and there were people who they would ask if I wanted hot chocolate or something. I was like, oh, thank you. And so everyone there was so nice.
And it seemed like you got along well with Jonathan Sheck, according to your Twitter page.
Sorry?
It seemed like you got along well with Jonathan Sheck.
Yeah. Yeah, he was nice too. His wife and his kid were on set like with us because they were coming with him. I think something like that. But yeah, he's a really nice guy, and we had a few pictures on Facebook and stuff that my mom, of course, posts.
Did you get to see any of the other cast members' films or TV shows?
Sorry, what's the question? Sorry.
Did you get to see any of the other cast members' films or TV shows they were in before or after?
Well, Zoe. We watched the Shannara Chronicles. And then Zoe was in a few things, and so we watched some of that. And yeah, those were kind of the two people that like. Yeah, we didn't look at everyone, but we got a feeling of like who the people were that I was going to be working with beforehand. Like my dad, he looked up like the directors, and we learned about them, and yeah, we did our research.
All right, I'm going to recommend one of Jonathan's best films that I loved growing up. So it's That Thing You Do.
What is
That Thing You Do with Jonathan in it?
Oh, I haven't seen it, but yeah.
It's one of the best films ever.
We'll definitely watch that then.
Alrighty. So, and you got to play along with Antonio Banderas in 2 different films. How exciting was that?
Well, it was interesting. So, this is the story that my mom tells everyone because, of course, my mom. So when we first went to Antonio Banderas, like in my first movie, so it was only like a 10-second kind of thing, and we were before we were in between filming, we were kind of talking some, and he was like, "Oh, your English is really good." I'm like, "I'm American," and he was like, "Oh," he thought I was Bulgarian, I think.
That's funny.
Yeah, and he said like where we're from in Wilmington that he proposed to his first wife on one of the beaches in Wilmington, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. And then funny enough, in the next movie, he said again, "Oh, your English is really good," and I'm like, you asked me the same question. I'm American. You said the same exact thing in the first movie. I was your daughter in security, and he was like, "Oh." So
you sound pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. You tweeted out that you like the Spy Kids movies. Did you get to talk to him about that?
No, we didn't really talk to him about the Spy Kids movies, but they were part of my childhood, I guess. Like, I would watch it with my friends and things. And that's where, like, we knew him from and things. So, but, yeah, we didn't really get, like, way too much talking time with him and things. Busy schedule and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What was it like working with him in general?
He's a really nice guy. Like, all the actors I've ever worked with were really nice people. Even the one who killed me in Accident of Vengeance, like he was a nice person, and they were all nice. Everyone's nice. And he was funny. He was professional, but like in a happy way, you know. So yeah.
What was your favorite project that you worked on so far?
I would say Day of the Dead because it had all those really fun scenes. It was a really cool thing to experience because you got zombie makeup, like in all other movies, like most movies, you're just gonna have like normal makeup, and it's like a normal kind of life situation. But in Day of the Dead, it's zombie apocalypse, and um, one of the funny things that happened was so like we would have some really fun scenes, but then there was one where I was supposed to be kicking around like playing soccer with some of the kids, and I'm not the best person at soccer. And my mom's like, "Oh, she's not really good," but you know, but I was just kicking at a ball. Really, we didn't do anything. It was like such an interesting kind of thing to go through because we had met one of the kids before and we hanged out with their family and things, but all the other kids were Bulgarian and they were all like talking Bulgarian and stuff, like, you know. I know. And they were all like they were into soccer. They were all into soccer and things, so they were kind of playing around, like they knew what they were doing, but I did not know what I was doing. So yeah.
I got two more questions. Is there an actor or actress that you would like to work with someday?
Well, I'm not quite sure. Like, I want to work with a lot of different people. I would want, like, one of my big things. I really wish I could get into like Stranger Things or something. That'd be really cool because they do so many cool things, and Millie Bobby Brown seems really nice. All those people, like, yeah. Stranger Things, like, we're a big fan of that show.
I love that show too. Yeah, we my entire household watched it all together. They wouldn't my dad would not let me watch it without him.
Yeah, like I was on a sleepover because it came out on Halloween, so I was like sleeping over with my friends, like because they don't really do Halloween here, but they have a kind of Americanish neighborhood kind of thing going on, like one neighborhood, and so I went over to sleep over there because they do trick or treating. There's a lot of American people there, and so I was there, and I made my family wait, and they were all like, "Lillian, we want to watch." So yeah, but on the first season of Stranger Things, like my brother and my dad were in the U.S., but I was filming for Day of the Dead, so I stayed with my mom here in Bulgaria. Okay. So we watched that till like 12 o'clock or something, and like each night because it was so like it was such a good show, really, and then we had to watch it again for them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's good." So we were so excited when Stranger Things 2 came out, but that's something I really love. Like something I really want to work in a really different kind of movie. Like, you know how Titanic has like all kinds of like a crazy set, like there's like a water tank and everything. I want to do like something big like that.
Oh, that sounds pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you get to do that sometime.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you currently working on any new projects?
No, sadly not. But I've tried out for a few commercials and things here and there, but it's not really like they're definitely an active like studio and things, but they don't always need a 12-year-old girl or something. But we're friends with the casting director. He's really nice, and we're friends with all the people there, and so he'll call us in a few times. Like my dad, he's done a few movies. He's good friends with the casting director. Yeah, but nothing yet. Hopefully, because when we move back to Wilmington, it's also an involved kind of studio thing going on there. And we have a friend who is a casting director, and she actually casts for Stranger Things.
Oh, wow.
And she won like an Oscar or something for that, and she was our neighbor's daughter. So we're hoping to get into the flow of. I want to get into a few movies. I want to keep it up when I move back.
Yeah, pretty good. Well, before I log off here, I have to say that I really love the film. I've seen it 7 times since I got it.
More than me. I really want to watch. But my friends, they haven't seen it yet, so I need to go watch it with them. Like, I'm sure my dad has watched it a few times, trying to take screen captures and things. So
yeah, it's a really great film, and I actually love this version more than the classic.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen the classic. My dad tried to get me to watch it, but like, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll try to do that. So
it was good, but I prefer the more modern day type of special effects.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was really, really great talking to you today.
Thank you for this. It was really cool.
And I'll let you know when I'm posting it on YouTube.
Yeah. Maybe we can do some more interviews in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Just let me know.
Yeah. No. Continue.
No, it's fine. Do you have any? Do you have any questions for me before I log off?
I think I really enjoyed my first interview. Thank you. They were great questions, and
it was great being interviewing with you.
Thank you. I hope we can do this another time.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to plan it.
Yeah.
It was really great talking to you today. So I'll let you know when the video is uploaded, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.